Satnam, welcome to this YouTube channel where we practice Kundalini Yoga together. Today I'd like to introduce you to a beautiful Kriya called clarifying the subtle body. And before we begin, I'd like to just explain a little bit about what the subtle body is for those who may not be familiar with it. So the subtle body is defined as our energetic body that is kind of like holds the sense of intuition. So that's our sixth sense, our feeling. A lot of times we might imagine our intuition being in the third eye space. It's often referred to the seat of your intuition, but lately with all the practices that have been evolving and coming forth as the modalities of healing and reconnecting with the self, we perhaps gain a more expansive understanding that intuition could be a full body experience. Is when we feel intuitive guidance. It could come as a gut feeling. It could be like this overwhelming sense of knowing. So it may not necessarily just be in a third eye space. So the subtle body, just oversimplified version of it, is your sense of intuition, is the subtleties, the tiny little hunches or sensations or the feelings or the nudges that you feel that guide you. So in this particular Kriya, we also work on the arc line, and the arc line is often represented in spiritual paintings as a halo. In Kundalini Yoga tradition, we learn about the arc line that extends from earlobe all along the hairline to the other earlobe. And that is the arc line that is present with everyone, regardless of your gender. And women have a second arc line that extends from nipple to nipple as we bring life into this world and nurture it. So this particular Kriya could be done for different times. So it could be 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 9 minutes, 11 minutes, and so on, or with a consistent practice, it could be built up to 33 minutes. It utilizes a breath through O-shaped mouth. It's a powerful, I would say, cleansing and purifying breath where you round your lips like that. So there is a little bit of a stretch and tension on the lips. So we stimulate the meridians around the mouth. And the breath is supported, the inhale and exhale are both supported by your diaphragm and your navel center. So it will sound and look like this. So this is not the breath where you will be bulging or puffing out with the cheeks. See the difference? It's coming from the navel. So every time you exhale, the navel will retract in. So the umbilical, the abdominal muscle, the wall will be retracted in. What else do I need to mention about this Kriya? It moves and works a lot on a shoulder joint. So again, my invitation to you is to be mindful and to take good care of yourself and allow yourself to have the experience with this practice, with this Kriya, in a comfortable, safe way for your body for this particular moment. Okay, I think this is all I wanted to share about this particular Kriya called clarifying your subtle body. Let's bring our hands to prayer mudra to tune in with Adi Mantra, followed by Mangala Charan. Inhale deeply, lengthen the spine. Exhale, relax the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, gently engage the neck lock, pushing the chin slightly back and down. And as you let that breath go, bring your awareness to the belly button, deflating the belly. One more slow, deep inhale. Suspend the breath at the top, arriving into this present moment fully. Exhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Let's inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Sadgure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Sri Gurudeve Name. Deeply inhale, suspend the breath, and draw the navel up and in, acknowledging that wisdom that resides within, and acknowledging the lineage of teachers. Exhale, Sat Nam. Okay, so we're going to jump right into the practice, so make yourself comfortable, keeping a bolster or a cushion so the spine is lifted, chest is lifted, shoulders relaxed down. I will explain the movement. You're going to bring all your hands kind of like this. Without dropping your hands to the ground, you want to keep them above the knees. As you inhale through the O-shaped mouth, your arms will come overhead to the space which is considered or called in Kundalini Yoga the 10th gate, which is from the crown to your aura and to the ethers. So your left hand will be resting on top of the right. And as you exhale, you bring the arms down. So it sounds and looks like this. Like that, okay? The key here is not to drop your forearms below the knees, really keep them here. Pro tip, if I may share with you, is save all the effort to lift the arms and let the arms free fall down so they almost kind of bounce a little bit, stimulating the sides of the body, the area of the seventh rib, which is the meridian that holds your pranic energy. So exert the energy on the lift, relax, and let the gravity do its thing on the return. If at any point your shoulders begin to talk to you, if you cannot continue and you pause and you rest here, stay plugged in through the breath. Keep the breath going and visualize in your mind's eye as if you are still moving your arms, and that will work just as effectively until you're ready to come back to the movement, okay? We're gonna journey. Here's the thing, we're gonna journey for 11 minutes, so this is the maximum time. So give yourself grace, compassion, do what you can. If you need to pause, like I said earlier, visualize yourself doing the movement, but keep the breath going. Again, the breath through the O-shaped mouth is purifying. It's to release, to let go. Yeah, let's do it. There is a mantra that keep it in mind in your mentally chanting it. I won't stream the music for copyright reasons, but the mantra is har, har, Har. If you're able to roll your R's, har, 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 har. And it's time to one repetition of the mantra at the top, one repetition as you lower the arms down. Since we won't be playing the mantra, I just invite you to kind of mentally chant har, 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 har. And if you're not able to, you don't have to pronounce it, you just mentally pulsing it like an internal metronome, okay? The mantra har means creative energy, that which continuously unfolds. It's the energy of creation and creativity, okay? So I think this is it. I've gotten the breath, the movement, the focus of the eyes is at the brow point. So you could close your eyes, bring the gaze here. If the gaze wanders off, just bring it back. And make sure that you're engaging your navel center as you're breathing, especially on the exhale, pulling the belly button in. Yeah? Your breath is 1 second in, 1 second out. See how much breath you could take in 1 second and how much breath you could push out in 1 second. Okay, I think I've covered all of it. So let's begin. I'm excited. So come sitting and begin. Keep going, making sure the left palm is over the right hand. Inhaling, arms up, exhaling down. Focus the gaze at the brow point and breathe powerfully with the strength of your navel center and your diaphragm. Keep going. Mentally reciting the mantra, Har, 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 Har. On the up, on the down, each single movement matches with the mentally chanting the mantra. Har means the seed, God, creative force and power. Keep going. This is our halfway point, and your shoulders and arms might be talking to you. See if you could recommit, micro adjust your spine, stretching up, engaging the neck lock, keeping the chin slightly tucked back and down. Remember the gaze at the brow point. Stay with it and be present as much as you can. Keep going, mentally chanting the mantra, Har, 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 Har. Every inhale, every exhale has the mantra linked up to it. last minute. Keep up. Do your best. Now inhale through the mouth. Interlace your fingers, stretch the spine, hold that breath. Stretch the spine. Cannon breath out. Again, through the mouth, deep breath in. Hold the breath, stretch up, tilt a little bit to the left, tilt a little bit to the right, pull that root lock, come back to center, cannon breath out. And last time, deep breath in. Hold the breath, pull up the root lock, stretch up to the left, to the right, cannon breath out. Inhale, stretch the arms, let go. And exhale, sweeping the arms out to the side. And just bring your hands onto your knees, palms facing up, close your eyes. Go within. Allow the breath to flow organically. Feel and sense the energy you've generated. Notice where it moves. Keep your awareness on the breath. Now take a deep, slow breath in and exhale. And gently open your eyes. And that is the Kriya for clarifying the subtle body. It is a beautiful, powerful Kriya that helps us gain or bring about a little bit more clarity as our movement clarifies the arc line, which clear arc line gives us focus in life. Why we're here, what are we driven, what are we longing to bring about in our life. So it's a beautiful practice to take on for 40 days. So I invite you to experiment with it. If you now have the time to rest in Shavasana, please give yourself that gift. We're going to close our practice, bringing the hands to the heart center in Prayer Mudra. Sing along the blessing song if you know the words. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your Let's inhale deeply to seal our practice, chanting Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Thank you so much for joining and participating with this practice of Kundalini Yoga. I'll see you next time. Ciao.